What's up, guys? A few people had shown some interest in me making a skipping video or how to. So I'm gonna dive into it. I worked hard on this video, so hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Try to condense it down as short as possible, but you know, it's hard to do these days because everybody wants to watch 8-second TikToks. But we'll jump right in. I use a Daiwa Tatula. I use 16-pound test generally. Sometimes I'll go up to 18 depending on water clarity, what I'm fishing, things like that. But that's the reel that I found works the best. 7 foot to 7.3 rod. Some guys may want a longer rod. I use a 7 foot because it works better for me. But it's all preference. Your reel setup is very important, especially like reducing backlashes. I have mine, so when I hit my release, it drops relatively slow. That'll help you and reducing your backlashes. And then once you get more proficient, you can adjust it from there. I had a rod that I had to get warranted, so this works out perfect. So I'm not knocking the camera over, but another important thing is the wrist roll. It's just like you're gonna skip a rock. A lot of people just do like this. It naturally, when you do like that, your arm naturally goes down. Even when skipping, I'll do like this because you'll get your release point right. So that way the bait's just not diving into the water. So that wrist roll is really important. And I've got some videos. I'm gonna slide in the backside of this, so you see me when I'm fishing, actually skipping. The wrist roll is way more important than you think. Some guys may do like this. I don't know. I haven't seen those guys, but for me, the wrist roll is really important. Another thing I did when I started out, because I was getting a ton of backlashes, and I'm a redneck, so I'm always trying to find a better way of skinning a cat. What I did is I peeled off about 30 foot of line, and I took electrical tape and put it across my spool and reeled it back up. So if I did backlash, I wasn't bird nesting all the way to the bottom of the spool. And it probably saved me like $100 in line, because Sunline Sniper isn't the cheapest thing on the planet, but it makes a world of difference, and it doesn't hurt your line. I don't care what anybody tells you. I've caught 7-pounders on the same line that after I took the training wheels off, electric tape, that I never had an issue with the line. So that's a good tip, and it works really well. Some lures that work better for me, like I said, everybody's different, but the missile, the mini flip, the 1/2 ounce, I don't know if it's because of the round head or what, but when I was learning to skip, it skipped a lot better. I prefer a 1/2 ounce jig in general, so I've just gotten really used to skipping a 1/2 ounce. I can go down to a 1/4, 3/8, whatever, and do just fine, but especially starting out, it seemed like those 7/16, 1/2 ounce, it just worked better for me when I was learning. For shaky head, I want to skip shaky head because I do fish shaky head on baitcsster. The Warlock head, I don't know if it's a shape or what, but Missile makes these. I throw a 1/4 ounce on those, and it does great. The worm I found, I've tried several that seem to skip a little better for me on shaky head. 304 Lures makes a spade tail worm. I don't know if it's because of the little flat end. If I can get it to quit wiggling, it's got plenty of action. I don't know, but it just skips really well. But that's some baits for me that does really well for skipping. And like I said, you can play around with a little bit of everything to find what works better for you. But that's what I skip primarily. That's a brief introduction on setup, baits I use, so on and so forth. Let's get into some videos to see in live action. Remember the wrist. motions and so on and so forth. Had a lot of fun making this video. I appreciate you guys watching, and let me know in the comments what you think. And if you don't already follow me, I'd really appreciate it if you gave me a follow. Thanks, guys. Let's send us a jig way up under there, huh? After a long ways. Sometimes it works out. Choke that thing. And anybody that skips a lot, you have days like that too. Don't kid yourself. There's days you backlash, there's days you just can't get it, you're smacking dock posts and everything else. So, I mean, honestly, if I can get under there without having to skip, if I can just cast it really close to the water, I prefer doing that because you're a lot more stealthy. But that'll come with time. People ask, how do I pick which dock I throw under? Honestly, if I see a dock that's unique, I'll throw under it. Or I see one that has deep water access, or has a lot of brush on the outskirts of it, because a lot of times they'll hide in that brush and then they'll go back under the dock. So you'll just get used to it. You know, a lot of stuff deep water access, like right off of a point or a unique dock, I'll fish those a lot when skipping baits on there.